Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my sinking funds update for the month of, what is it called? May. So we are going to jump right on into it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Janelle. I'm a wife and a mother of one, and on here I do all things budgeting. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So we're going to quickly go through here just to see where we are at in all of our sinking funds, and then we'll move over to our spreadsheet to get a full picture of everything, okay? So first we're going to start off with entertainment. So for the month of May, we put $100 into there, and look at that. I did not add something in here. We are just going to put a date. And this was, and where is my, I'm glad I remember this, y'all. I'm in my budget so much that I can spot certain things and be like, hey, this doesn't look right. So, okay. So I put $100 into, or well, I put $100 into entertainment, and then I spent $54.28 on Mother's Day, and then also a $50 gift card for a friend who had just got herself a new place. So we're supposed to be ending the month off at $91.40. Next is going to be car insurance. Car insurance was getting some money, y'all. It got $740, so we should be at $1140.66, and nothing was taken out. Okay. Next is going to be car maintenance. I don't believe I put any money in here. So yeah, nothing was put into here. So we should just be at $40.78. If you don't know, all of my sinking funds are located inside of my Ally checking accounts. Not checking account, savings account. It's a high yield savings account if you're looking for one. I really love Ally, and I also use SoFi, and both of their links are in my description box below. Next is going to be pet. If you guys don't know, we lost one of our bearded dragons, so we are just down to one. Nothing went in there, so we're still at $80.01. Talking about that, my husband has finally, I don't even know what he did. Very curious to know what he did with the other cage, but he has cleaned up that area, and it looks so much more nicer now. And we're going to start getting our house together. I know that has nothing to do with pet, but that area being cleaned up makes over in that dining area just look so open and bright. So we'll start putting some money to pet, but we just have other things we need to focus on. Next is going to be health. And for health, we added no money for the month of May, and we spent $17.53. This charge, I don't remember what it was for, and it actually shows that it happened on April 27th. So I can't remember what it was, but the only thing that I could think of is that it would have been for baby girl. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was her nasal spray. Now that I'm talking about it, I think it was her nasal spray that I bought at the end of the month. Next is going to be home maintenance, and we have not added anything for the month of May. And so we should still be at $350. As I am talking, we actually need to pick up some AC filters for the house, and I know my husband's going to be doing a project over the next week or two to fix a nail in one of our fences before it blows over and causes a bigger issue than it is right now. So I know that that's going to need to come out of that home maintenance. But other than that, excuse me, y'all, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Other than that, though, I think we should be good, but I'm hoping to add some more money for home maintenance, or maybe start another savings challenge so some money can get into there. Next is going to be subscriptions, and you'll see on my spreadsheet how I actually divvy up my subscriptions, but for the month of May, we added $360. Baby girl got her Love Every kit this month, and so we took out $120.60 out of there. Next is going to be taxes, and this is really taxes for our escrow, or money to go into our escrow for our mortgage. And so we added $12 this month, so we're at $122. I am trying to do some savings challenges, so over the next several months, money can go in here. If even I could save $1,000, I think that would be really awesome. Next is going to be our rainy day funds. This is just money for any random things that may come up that we don't have budgeted. I added $10, so we should be at $150.09. And I'm slowly but surely just building this up, you guys. Rainy day funds would actually had really came in handy if I had more money in there to cover for baby girl's soccer activities that we signed her up for, but we just paid for it like out of pocket. We just took it out of our household account. Next is going to be emergency funds. So I do have cash because originally this is a savings challenge and I was using cash to save, but then some of the money ended up just being automatically sent over to the account. So the emergency fund is mixed up between cash and money in the bank account until it is fully funded. But the money that's actually in the accounts for the month of May, we put, what was this? 281.21, which in the account currently has $1,228.93. This is so nice to see, you guys. So nice to see, slowly but surely. I am hoping that for the month of June, we will hit my $1,500 mark and complete that savings challenge. Next is going to be future, which I'm thinking of changing future to just savings. But right now we did not add anything, but it did get 19 cents worth of interest. So it's at $60.96. And then lastly, we have baby girl, or maybe not lastly, but we have baby girl here. She received $8 for the month of April. So she is at $65 in her savings account. And lastly is our weather. This is just cash for any kind of disaster or any crazy shindigs that may go down. We started off at 27. We did not add anything, and we're just going to make sure that there is actually $27 in here. I really do want to make sure. I think I have like so many goals, but I have to remind myself that I've accomplished so much, so don't go crazy or overboard. But I would love to have money. I'm going to give myself until August to make sure that there is at least $100 in here for weather in cash, so that if anything happens, we have some cash on hand for us. And then these are just like other savings challenges and things like that. So that is what our household sinking funds and savings look like. And now let's head over to the spreadsheet. So here is the spreadsheet for May. So we're actually going to go in together and just put in all of the numbers. So I have this divvied up between our actual sinking funds and what our actual savings are, just because I do like to see the breakdown and just making sure we're not really touching into our savings account versus what we have for sinking funds. So for sinking funds, we actually put $100 oops, towards our entertainment. And then, like I said, we spent $104.28 this month. So that should bring us to 91.40, and that checks off on everything else that I have. Car insurance received $740. And we did not spend anything, so that does bring us to 1140.66. Car maintenance did not receive anything, nor did we spend anything, so that leaves us at 40.78. Same thing for pets. We did not spend anything or add anything. Health, we did not add anything, but we did spend $17.53. and that leaves us at $104.37. For home maintenance, we didn't add anything, nor did we spend anything, so that left us at our $350. Subscriptions, we added $360 and we spent $129.60. Lastly, we have our taxes, and we added $12 to taxes, and we have not spent anything out of there, so that brings us to $122. So we started off at $1,458.41 in our sinking funds, and we added 1212. We spent $251.41, and our ending balance for our sinking funds is at $2,419. Okay, okay. Next is going to be our savings. So for savings, ooh, my nose, we added $10.02, which is just the money that I had plus interest, because these savings accounts, except for baby girl, have interest added to them. And we did not spend anything, so that left us with 150.09. Our emergency fund received 281.21, and we did not take anything out of there, so that should bring us to 1228.93. Next is going to be future. We did not add anything for future, but it did get 19 cents. And so we didn't spend anything out, so we are at 60.96. And then lastly, we have baby girl that got $8, and we did not spend anything out of her account. And so we are now at $65, you guys. So for our savings, we started off at $1,205.56. We added $299.42. We spent nothing, and we are ending in our savings at $1,504.98. All together, you guys, we started off the month at $2,663.97. We added a total of 1,511 cents, 1,511 cents and four, $1,511.42, which is so weird because whenever I did um my closeout, it says that we added $2,051.42. But I'm not exactly sure where the mix up is coming from. But we did spend $251.41. And so our ending balance, you guys, is $3,923.98. And that is adding up across all my different platforms on where I am checking these numbers out. So that is definitely a good number for us to be going into the month of June with. Okay. Now we're going to go down to our subscriptions, because this is how I break down my subscriptions and how money is being saved and taken out. So down here is my subscriptions area. I will eventually add a future part to this so you guys can see where the money is being saved for the different things for our future slash savings. So Sam's Club is fully funded at $50. Walmart Plus is fully funded at $110, and Love Every had $140.88. We added $360. So here's what happens. Education, was it education? Yes, education started off at 0, which I probably should have put 0 for the rest of these. So I have savings challenge for my HOA, for vacation, for Christmas, and for education, and for miscellaneous. Um, well, not for miscellaneous, that's just blank. So what happened was, for education, I did my savings and we added $300. So we haven't spent anything because I don't need to spend anything. And I actually need to, nope, go here and copy this formula and put it in here. Okay, so now our education, 300 of that 360 that I put into subscriptions is now fully funded. Then we are going to add $60 to the 140.88 that was in the Love Every subscription box, and we spent 129.60. So that now leaves me with $71.28 that I can spend for Love Every. But I do have a savings challenge to build this up. And I think my goal for the beginning of the year to start is to make sure I already have the $496. But this is how I'm tracking this. So I'm able to know that there's only $71.28 that I can spend on Love Every because the rest of the money is already fully funded for other subscriptions. Love Every comes out every quarter, so I'm not really going to spend anything, but that is just how she receives her toys. So that is where we are here. And then every time that I finish a savings challenge, that money will go to whatever account that it needs. So that is where we are. This is how the $531.28, does that match my subscriptions up here? Ooh, no, this says 539.28. Um, I wonder if this is including all of the numbers. 50, 110. I'll have to go back and look at this just to see what I am missing. But it's off by $8. So that's weird. So I'll go in and check that, but it should be 539 and some change. Let me double check on my phone real quick. Yep, it should be 539. I should have been at 308, and I think maybe let's just double check this up here. This was 308.88. And so if we had, let me just stay with me, y'all. 110 plus 140.88. Okay, so this actually should have been 148.88, and that's where there was a difference. Oops. Oh, okay, it's typing all the wrong things. Okay, so we figured that out. Okay, that's much better. So now this amount matches what is actually in these subscriptions. So yeah, y'all, this is where we're ending the month of May. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in the next one.